pages to screens. Collectibles and cultures like you have never seen. D1 and only spinning tales so grand. From Marvel to DC, she is a digital fan. Raven takes the stage with insight so keen. She brings a perfect balance to the entire team. Get your comics ready, your collection's on display. From action figures the fans love to play. The biggest bro steps onto the stage. With his joyful laughter, the fans are all the rage. From his comedic charm to his biggest heart, he brings the vibes from inside and out. He leads with love, and that's without a doubt. Welcome to virtual radio, where the fandom grows with D1 and only Raven, the biggest bro. We dive into comics from pages to screens. Comics and cultures like you have never seen. Get ready, kick back, and enjoy the show. This is virtual radio.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to virtual radio. Oh, it is I, the biggest bro. Oh, back with episode 22. 22. I can't believe it. We are gone. We have journeyed so far. It has been amazing. But first, we have to start off with this. It's not financial advice. We are just regular people with regular opinions. Opinions can change. And now, introducing one of my co-hosts, D1 and Ole.
Hello, everybody. Good morning to you all. Thank you all for being here. Happy Tuesday, wherever you are in the world. It's going to be another great show, and I'm happy that everybody is here with us. But before we go any further, we are going to bring up our other host of the show. Big bro, let's see who we got in the studio. Who else do we have?
Well, hello guys. This is not Raven, it's Ravone today. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for coming here on virtual radio. Also, guys, we do have a supported giveaway by VeVe. To enter that supported giveaway, all you have to do is enter the hashtag VRTuesday in the chat down below, and the StreamYard giveaway tool will pick our winner halfway through the show.
All right. Thank you, Ravone, for that. Really liking the name change, at least temporarily. But yeah, so everybody, if you could go and follow, like, and subscribe to VeVe's socials on their Instagram, X, YouTube, and Facebook. And also, if you could also go check out our VR radio on YouTube as well, and make sure you subscribe, and also to check out our affiliates as well. We have a whole plethora of affiliates, but please go check them out as well and support them as well. And I don't have the master keys today, but I'm going through the chat and I will shout out. We first have Pasternak. We also have Ochoa Lofts. We got Key. We also got Shanks there. We have Ricardo. Who else? We have Hippie2323. Hey, we have Wakas. Good morning, Wakas. Welcome. And we also have Amajin. And Jamar. Sorry if I'm saying that wrong, but I think you were here last time as well, so thank you for coming back. We also have Delco Dude. What's up? And yep, that's all we have that's in the chats. But also thank you to everyone that's not writing anything down, but you're here watching and listening. Oh, we got Comic Guy. Let's go. And Video Shane. Let's go. McFarland in the house. Okay. Yeah, that was a really fun show.
What a great way to start this show. D and Ravone. Very nice to meet you. Very exquisite name you have there. So similar. Like
I'm from overseas.
Oh, okay. Right. Wow. Where overseas by chance are you from?
Across the pond.
Oh, okay. Cool. Very nondescript. I love that. Right.
In a secured unknown location.
Yeah.
Let's go. All right, so we're going to get into the comics that came out this week, starting with Marvel Comics list. We have Aliens vs. Avengers number 4, X-Men number 18, Ultimates number 13, Jeff the Landshark number 1, again, Godzilla vs. Avengers number 1, Amazing Spider-Man number 6, Avengers number 27, Bring on the Bad Guys, Doom number 1, Weapon X-Men number 5, West Coast Avengers number 8, Wolverine number 10, Spider-Verse versus the Venomverse number 2, Psylocke number 8, Star Wars Dr. Aphra Chaos Agent number 1, Doom's Division number 4, Emma Frost, the White Queen number 1, Fantastic Four Fanfare number 2, Gwenpool number 2, Iron Man number 9, Moon Knight Fist of Khonshu number 9, and Power Man Timeless number 4.
Also from Dynamite Comics, guys, we have Dynamite number 1, Warlord of Mars Attacks number 1, Sherlock Holmes Year 1 number 3, Thundercats number 9, Red Sonja number 13, Betty Page number 4, Hack Slash versus Chaos number 4, Garbage Pail Kids Trashing Through Time number 2, and Vampirella number 667.
All right, and from DC, we have Absolute Flash number 4, Nightwing number 127, Detective Comics number 1098, Batman Superman World's Finest number 40, Wonder Woman number 22, Batman and Robin Year 1 number 8, Titans number 24, The New Gods number 7, Zatanna number 5, Superman Unlimited number 2, Catwoman number 77, and Crypto, the Last Dog of Krypton number 1. And we also got from Image, we have from Image Comics, Incredible Universe Battle Beast number 2, G.I. Joe number 8, Exquisite Corpses number 2, Bug Wars number 5, The Walking Dead Deluxe number 115, Phantom Road number 13, Blood and Thunder number 2, Deadly Tales of the Gunslinger Spawn number 7, Rat City number 15, I Was a Fashion School Serial Killer number 3, Bloodletter number 1, Young Blood Deluxe number 3, The Cold Witch, A Tale of the Shrouded College number 2, what a name, and Copra number 50. All
Let's
right.
go. That's all of our list that we have here today. And so, Ravone, what comic tickled your fancy? What did you like today?
Well, see, should I talk in the third person? Ravone likes. Well, I'm actually I'm really liking Crypto, the Last Dog of Kryptonite. Number 1. That's a pretty cool comic that I'd like to collect and see. And so basically what the comic's about, guys, is there will come a day when Crypto stands beside Superman, helping him fight off monsters, aliens, and supervillains. A day when this dog will save his adoptive world thanks to the incredible powers granted to him by Earth's strange yellow sun. But he's not there yet. Today, Crypto is a normal puppy on Krypton, spending each happy, snoozy, endless day alongside his family, Jor-El, Laura, and the baby Kal-El. But when a rocket test goes wrong, Crypto finds himself lost in space and soon crash lands all alone on a strange alien world called Earth.
Nice. So, have you got to see any of these covers, and which one were you looking at?
Honestly, I haven't seen them all yet, but the ones that you're scrolling through, I'm pretty much liking them all, except for that one.
Except for the white.
Except for the white, yeah.
Yeah,
but definitely interested in this comic book right here. That one looks pretty cool.
That one's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And what about you, D?
So for me, it was Godzilla vs. Avengers number 1. Okay, and according to Key Collector Comics, this is a key issue, or one of them. So this is one of 6 one-shots that pits Godzilla against a Marvel character or team. So the synopsis is Round 5 versus the Avengers. The original New Avengers return to face an unstoppable enemy, Godzilla. In the aftermath of a massive battle between Godzilla, Fin Fang Foom, the Avengers, and Jet Jaguar, Shield tries to make sense of what went down, but everyone's telling a different story. What really happened during that fateful clash? Find out when Earth's mightiest heroes take on Earth's mightiest kaiju. Round 5 in a series of 6 one-shot throwdowns. Ooh,
All right.
battle, hey.
Any of these covers look good to you, D?
There was one. I don't know if it's on there. It's a 1 of 100 ratio. Oh, this one's pretty cool too. Yeah, this one right here.
Okay.
That one is like, whoa, he's so huge. I mean, he is a big dinosaur, but like
Right?
just this cover, that's really really cool.
Is that Ultraman?
It
Am I
looks like,
tripping?
right? I was looking at the helmet piece. I'm like, oh dang, is that like
Right?
a, I don't know, crossover of some kind? Yeah, I don't know.
Because I mean that can go well with, like, the little tease that we got that's coming in July with Ultraman, and Godzilla's a part of that, and that was a little
Mm.
thing. I'm gonna go kind of insane, but we'll do some
Uh-huh.
speculation a little bit later. My comment that I chose was "Bring on the Bad Guys." Doom #1. I just love Doom. Doom is my guy, and they're just keep putting out #1s of Doom, and I'm just gonna keep on reading them. So
Yeah,
the balance
right.
of power is forever changed. An ancient artifact known as a Soul Forge has the power to collect all the souls on Earth. Dr. Doom must stop it at all costs. Who is this mysterious Sister Sorrow? And what is her connection to Doom? So Doom has about 12 different covers. So I'm guessing that's Sister Sorrow. She looks kind of like a blend of Hella and like the guy from 5th of November.
I
V
don't
for Vendetta,
remember.
I think. Yeah, but
Oh,
she
V
looked,
for
Oh yeah,
Vendetta.
yeah.
Oh, okay, I
yeah,
see. Or even like Scarlet. The Scarlet Witch.
enough said. So,
That was a sick one too.
That's a
The
cool,
one with
cool
the red
cover.
one. Nope said. Oh wow.
oh,
I like that one.
this is my favorite, the loading one. Yeah, the loading one. This was so cool.
Yeah. Fire. Like literally. And this is like one of the
This little
other
villains,
covers.
Bring on the
the
bad
evil
guys.
Ventures. Let's go.
Whoa.
Are you guys getting
That's cool.
excited for the movie?
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
actually looking forward
Yeah.
to the movie. Yeah, I am.
Even with Robert Downey Jr. as Doom?
Yeah,
We're gonna
of
give it a
course.
try, right?
That's right. We're gonna give it a good, honest try. Let's go.
For sure.
All right, and today we had digital comics dropping down. We had Amazing Spider-Man #55 dropping on VeVe today. A Patrick Gleason webhead cover, which became really, really famous. People are saying within the last 5 years, one of the most iconic Amazing Spider-Man covers. So really cool that's dropping on the app today. There were 3,000 editions of this one right here. The uncommon actually looks pretty cool to me. I like that. Yeah, the rare.
Okay, guys. Unfortunately, Big Bro has lost internet connection. I just noticed. So we're gonna have to kind of like wing this for now because he had all the screens up, but he should be back very shortly. This is a very interesting, huh, D?
Yeah, it is very interesting.
And he is back.
Did I get
Okay.
zapped?
You got zapped, but that's
zapped.
okay.
Oh,
What did
Yeah.
Doom do?
What did Doom do to me?
Don't
Sorry.
Doom him. I was like pulling up this thing, like, okay, let me just take over.
I know somebody's like, haha, I'm unplugging.
Controls.
Plug and unplug. My bad, guys. Did I make it the Amazing Spider-Man yet?
Yeah, no, you were talking about
right
I think
there.
the rare, and then that's when you got clipped.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we got the black and white rare, the black and blue with the ultra rare, and the black and red with the secret rare. 3,000 editions of these for $6.99. This guys came out today. So you guys have enough time, 30 days. That's how it drops. If it's your first time going for a VeVe drop, for comic books nowadays. It stays in the store for 30 days. After that, then the orders, the editions are locked in. So very interesting. If you want a comic, you better get the comic. All right.
Can I say something about this cover real quick?
Of course.
This is a very iconic cover, and shout out to Evolve because he did win this cover from us last year.
Nice. Okay.
I believe he won I don't know if it was a 9.8 or 9.6 slab, but he did get this cover. But yeah, this is a very iconic cover, the webhead cover.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, this side by side in somebody's VeVe is gonna look sick. Just
yeah.
Boom, 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 boom.
This is the one he has too.
Ooh, the red one? Let's go. Shout out to my man Evolve. Hey-o.
Shout out to you, Evolve.
Hey yo.
Oh, also on the digital side, we have Adventure Comics number 210 coming out tomorrow. This is going to have 2,000 editions. Usually there's 1,000 editions. They're giving a little bit more. And we're going back to the old school variants on the drop, which means the core is going to be kind of battered. Uncommon is going to be like library stamps, super duper battered, but it's kind of cool. Rare is going to be like a 7.0. Epic is going to be like an 8. And then we got that 9.8 legendary right there for Adventure Comics number 210. This is going to be the first appearance of Crypto the dog. Crypto the dog. All right.
Crypto the dog.
And then we have Crypto, the last dog of Krypton number 1. Am I still up there?
Yes.
Yep.
You're still here.
Oh, no. Oh, I'm good. Okay.
You're good. You're good.
All right. I can't see anything. All right. So we have Crypto, the last dog of Krypton, number 1. This one's actually only $4. So it's $4 in the store, 1,000 editions, and there's only 2 possible covers. So you're gonna get your original cover here, and then you're also gonna get your legendary cover there. So really cool thing that they're doing a little bit different. And then we also
I think the biggest bro is having some technical issues today, guys. But as he is saying right here, these are the covers for Adventure Comics number 210. And I'm not really the person to run this show, so D, why don't you take over?
Yeah, well, I'm gonna take over with what little power I have. I'm pulling up the candy thing right now.
You're good. You're good.
Man, I don't know what's going on, man. All right, we're back.
Who's using up all your internet over there?
He's got gremlins.
For real, dude. Let me in.
Get off the Wi-Fi.
Get off my Wi-Fi, bro. All right, we have Hustling Flash number 4, 1,000 editions for $9.99. Also coming out tomorrow. 3 different variants right here. We got the rare right there. We got the legendary, and we also have the epic right there. Absolute Flash coming out tomorrow. 1,000 editions for $9.99. All right. And we're about to run a commercial now, which is a live commercial with my internet messing up. This is going to be great. Let's go, baby. Are you excited?
Let's go. Let's do it.
I'm going to try. All right. All right, I gotta get set up right back. Okay.
You're good. You're good.
It's all good. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Just dealing with some technical difficulties.
Thank you. Shout out to y'all, man. You know, episode 22. Yeah, let's go, baby. And now a word from our sponsor. It didn't play. Oh, Lord.
You want me to play it? Big Bro, you're coming in and out on your.
Is it playing it?
Your stream is getting really bad.
Oh.
No, it's not playing anything.
Oh no!
I wish I had the keys.
This is how it works, guys. This is live TV. Sometimes these kind of things happen on live TV, but that's okay. You know, we pivot.
Yeah, I think he's stuck in the verse.
And I think he's stuck in the Matrix right now. So while we wait for him, guys, I'm going to play a commercial really quick, and we will be right back.
I grabbed the blocks and stacked them high, a pixel dream that scrapes the sky. I carve my name in bits and bytes, a digital world where I ignite. Enter the verse where the colors collide. I'm shaping a kingdom where I can reside.
Tune in on Thursdays because we're gonna have True Tech on the channel, guys, and Biggest Bro is back.
All right, this time we're gonna try again. I'm so sorry, guys. I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's happening, man. We're gonna try it. I'm gonna run it right quick. And now a word from our sponsor. Here at Virtual Radio, we've always believed in the power of collecting, whether it's digital or physical.
And for the past few months, Key Comics has been one of our biggest supporters, bringing real comic books directly to our community, sharing his love and passion for comics and spreading that joy all over the world.
From curated bundles to rare slabs, each week he donated the best and newest comics. And with one of the most lively Whatnot shows in the space, Key Comics reminds us all that physical collecting isn't going anywhere.
And even though our sponsorship is moving on, our appreciation for him is not. We here at Virtual Radio will continue to support him just like he's always supported us. Thank you, Key Comics, for believing in us first, and we are going to keep collecting.
Let's go.
Good job.
Bro, why is my
job.
internet doing this to me? Come on.
Hey man, the show must go on. You're doing
Yeah.
fine.
We're moving on.
You know what, Rayvon, for your first one on here, it's been adventurous. Let's go.
Yeah, it's Ravone, my friend. It's Ravone.
Ravone. What if I have an accent? Okay,
Ravone.
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 Ravon. Oh, nice.
Ravone.
All right, on Saturday, we have Ron English. Last place is first place. Rabbit dropping $6.99 for 1,200 editions on the common. And then we have the ultra rare with 600 editions. And then the secret rare with 200 editions. This is for the jukebox. So if you have the jukebox, you're going to be able to play these records on your jukebox. Let's go. And then I did not hear this, but D has on the field reporting that there is a drop coming on Sunday.
Yeah, so I was in O'Malley's space yesterday, and they were about to end the show, and then MC came up on speaker, and he said that there was gonna be another drop coming, like a new character from Sesame Street, and he said you can count on it. So
Oh, count on it, huh?
count on it. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so I believe he said that was gonna be let me look at my trusty notes here, on Sunday. But that we'll have official like confirmation when they post something. And I haven't seen any new posts, so
We'll be
yeah,
on the lookout. If that happens here, we will have breaking news.
yes. Yeah, so that's what was said in the space. So yeah, just be on the lookout for that whenever they drop it. I think it's usually like around the time we're here, but yeah, we shall see. So keep your eyes peeled.
Yeah, very exciting times, and we're still waiting on the big drop. Whenever that's coming,
It's coming soon.
I've been saving my Jimmy's like, what's up? What's up, guys? All right. So also for Candy, we have the last week is coming tomorrow. Next week is the last week of the calendar, and we're going to get New History of DC Universe #1 and Absolute Martian Manhunter #4. So, I really like that DC's Candy has been putting out their monthlies, and that way we can plan it out and stuff like that. Same thing that VeVe did for the Star Wars drop, but I think Candy might be doing this consistently. So this is really, really cool. Really, really cool. Just want to point that out.
Yeah, I love it.
And then for McFarlane, we have it on the physical side. I just wanted to point out this 1/10 scale resin statue Spawn is on pre-order today for a limited time. This thing looks insane.
Looks good.
Yes.
Insane. That's right. Things like this, you will find the space. Right?
Right.
We will find the space to put this thing. Yeah, so this is really, really cool. And then on the Drop House website, we have Todd McFarlane always dropping his covers there. we got number 61 that's out, and then number 62 will be coming out on Friday. Yeah, just these covers have been really, really cool, and just to have them in your set, why not, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right,
Need more
hey
space.
guys, I think that brings us to our VeVe supported giveaway.
Sweet. All
Nice.
right. I hope people are entering the hashtag VR
That's-
Tuesdays.
That's right. Make sure
Oh,
you're
we got
putting in
one.
VR Tuesdays for your chance to win a supported giveaway by VeVe. We are proud affiliates of VeVe Official. Let's go.
Let's go. All right. So
Do I
we
normally
got-
present the screen for you folks? Is that how it works?
Yeah.
Yep.
Got you.
Please.
Throw it up.
Got you.
Bonifacio. Good job. Favela. Let's go.
Did we?
All right, we got 13 people. 13 people. I'll give you
Oh,
guys
we got
one more
more.
minute. One more minute to get in there. One more. VR. James from VR. We are Rusedays.
We are Tuesdays.
I love that.
I heard that in a Scooby accent. We are Ruth. Oh my gosh. Too much.
Those weirdos on TV.
Pasternak, you gotta put in the hashtag, right?
Hashtag, and then Jamar, you gotta connect that hashtag.
Tuesdays.
We all know Majin's gonna win.
You guys are finding very interesting ways to mess up this.
Bro made it. Great job, guys.
Let's
Hey,
go.
Bro.
Shout out to VeVe in the house. Thank you very much.
200
It's actually
lives.
thanks to these two, I get to be a part of it. They have been on live 250 times.
Yes,
Shout out
sir.
to this dynamic duo that I'm in between, right? The best. Let's go.
Oh, I see
All
more people
right.
coming. And you better get your
You
hashtag
better
in
get in
before
here.
we-
Oh, and there's 20 now. Now I feel
Wow.
good. I feel good. I feel good. We got 7 people sniped in, baby. All right.
So when you run it,
Run it, baby. Let's spin.
That
Wheel.
Dun, dun,
Let's
dun, dun,
go.
dun, dun, dun,
Let's see.
Bonger's like, I'm winning this.
Oh, Bonker's
Fingers
calling
crossed.
it. Jamari.
Jamar!
Shout out to you,
Nice.
Jamari. Heck yeah.
congrats.
Make sure you
Congratulations.
hit up MC in the DMs on Twitter to get your prize, saying that you won on VR Tuesday. And if you can't get in contact with us. We'll make sure you get it. But they've been doing a very good job. There he is. Let's go. Shout out to you, man. All right.
Yeah, Burry, so close, so close.
So close. So close. So yeah, I really want to play this ad just because it's near and dear to me. I like it. I like it a lot. This is our can I tell him it's our new mascot? Can I tell him it's our
Go ahead. Go ahead, man.
This is the TRU Media new mascot. I present to you the most wonderful new character in our original series, original content.
That's right.
Polly the
Yo, Paulie the Panda here. Subscribe to TRU Media Group, brah. Riding these waves like a damn boss before I wipe out with the fishes.
Polly the panda bra, living super wild in Hawaii with that big panda smile. Planes crashing down, but he's still gonna shred, chasing all the babes. Got that island cred. Polly riding Maui's crazy vibe, smoking that while we surfing high fives, blogging all the fun. He's the panda with flair. Yo, Polly's the king, rocking everywhere.
He got hops. He's got some hops, dude.
Can I say something?
Yeah.
That bear is literally a depiction of one of my really good friends in real life. And his name is Paul. And my friend Paul acts just like that bear. Like, my friend Paul is a very very loving. You'd fall in love with this guy. He's very heartfelt. He's very caring. But that's just the type of person he is. He's just somebody that just likes to cruise through lives. He likes to meet women. He just likes to chill. He likes to just hang out at the beach and have a good time. D knows because D knows who I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so fitting. It is so funny. Like whenever the little prince hears that song, he's like, he just like turns and like looks, and I don't know, he enjoys Polly the Panda maybe because he's so adorable and cute. He's getting into some mischief, and there'll be continuation of his stories, eh?
Yeah.
Coming soon.
Let's go.
Let's just drop a
So
new episode.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, that is true. So make sure you go on YouTube and check that out. Oh, there it is. Let's go. All right.
Ooh.
Guys, today we have a very special guest. One of my favorite people in the space. If you don't know him, I am very happy to present him to you. He's one of my favorite artists on here. He has some of the most beautiful messages on this place. If he's in your chat, you're being blessed by a beautiful person. He's going to let you know that you are art. And I love that. I love that saying. He has murals. He has all sorts of wonderful stuff. Ladies and gentlemen, my good friend, ronnielighto.
There I am, and there you guys are.
Ronnie! What's up,
Magic Man
Ronnie?
has appeared, baby. Let's go.
Our own Magic Man. How are you, man?
Pretty good. A really quick question: is my left hand the right direction?
Your left hand is still on your left side of your body. Yes.
But it's on the right side of the screen for us.
Okay,
So it's
cool.
mirrored.
Just want to
Yeah.
make sure because that always bothers me as being a magician. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
it
it's
just
like-
looks that way for you, but it looks normal for us.
You're getting your surroundings.
They need to switch that. It bothers me. I'm like putting mirror mode on my virtual camera side over here, and then that messes with the StreamYard, so I got to turn it off there and make it mirrored on that side, and then so that StreamYard can work so that it works on YouTube. It's just whatever. StreamYard, get better, do better.
Right.
So, sounds like a whole production in itself, Ronnie.
I can't be the first one. I
You're
know
not,
most people
Ronnie.
like to look in the mirror all day, but I don't.
Well, I'm
That's
glad
so
we really got you on the show, Ronnie. It's really an honor. I just want, so if people don't know you, can you just tell us a little bit about yourself, what you're about, what your message is, and all that good stuff?
Well, my message is always do better. Like I started off today. I'm learning this phrase from a guy, influencer out there named Joey Swole. Some of us might know. Do better. But it's really starting to stick with me. Like, oh, you know what? I should do better too. You know, I shouldn't just watch influencers all day and take it for a grain of salt. You know. But yeah, I'm an artist in the community. I've been an artist of, a professional artist of 12 years now. I am not a famous professional artist. I am one of those literal starving artists out there. I do not make a lot of money doing art, but I've been doing it nonstop for 12 years. So.
It's awesome, man.
I'm a VeVe collector, as you guys all know a little bit, you know, as why I'm here in the TRU Media Group. I'm here because of VeVe, basically. You know, everyone started their own little things here, and we're all becoming little known voices in the community, which is cool because it's at the forefront. And I see good things for this company, and actually for this, for your guys' podcast as well. As an avid podcast listener, I watch like 2-3 podcasts a day sometimes, and so I really like your guys's. And I'm not just saying it because I'm trying to make it up the food chain here. I really love your guys's content, and I do not get bored of it ever. I turn it on every time, and I enjoy it.
Let's go, bro.
Man.
I appreciate
You and your
man.
10 monitors, right? You're watching like one here, one
Yeah.
there.
I'm
trying,
out
Ronnie.
one
I'm
monitor
trying.
now. I'm out one monitor now. One monitor took a shit about a year or two ago.
Okay, so 9. You're down to
So
9.
no, I do have a really nice 48-inch TV though that I just recently bought, and it's
Nice.
really the reds and the blues are beautiful.
Let's go. See, and that's the funny thing, because a lot of people in this community, when they think about giveaway winners right now, they're thinking of the Majins, they're thinking about Mahalo Joes, but people don't realize how much Ronnie Lighto be killing it with free giveaways and stuff like that. You are always in there, and I think a lot of what people are not the Discord. You're in Discords, you're in whatnots, you're everywhere. Just how much do you think you have just won just by just entering your name and just doing just regular things?
Thousands of dollars worth of VeVe collectibles. Now they have all go down, they go down and stuff, and I have sold to achieve a bigger stack collection of a certain comic book that I stack, and as well as a couple other moves. I'm not financially stable, as I say all the time on these streams and in my real life amongst most. I don't mind getting vulnerable. I don't mind it at all. But so I constantly am funding VeVe drops, selling things, making moves like that. The community might poo-poo on me sometimes, but I am not a collector of things. I don't like collecting anything but memories and knowledge and friendships and loved ones. But getting rid of something so that I can try the next move or go for the next job, the next drop, I don't mind selling stuff. Money, I don't respect money, so I never think of monetization. There's a part of me, you can ask my friends and family all the time, I say I'll go homeless before I do a lot of things.
Right on, man.
I enjoy my freedom, and I enjoy being off the grid a lot.
Hell yeah. And so that's a very interesting. So because I would say that most of the people, or a lot of the people that are in this community, are kind of like money motivated, like when they first got in here, right?
Yeah.
So what keeps you collecting?
Yeah, well, like I said, I don't really collect. So I do now. Okay, so things I've been collecting lately. I did recently collect the entire Gambit set. The foundation set, not the SE and the crafts. With the Rogue and stuff. I did not collect those. I just collected the initial 5 of the Gambit. Nice. Now I do have a bias towards Gambit because he's the only comic book character that uses playing cards, and I've been into Magic and sleight of hand since I was a child. So that character's always hit hard, and I always hated that he never really got his time of day. He kind of got his the Pepe Le Pew treatment, because he was like, to me, he's a little bigoty and whatever, but we all are, so shut up and stop being a pussy out there. But so I have been collecting him. I'm stacking Spider-Man number 7s, the first appearance of Spider-Boy, and I only like that character because of his the design of him. The Ray Ramos painted him and drew him when he brought out that spoiler cover, and I was hip to Ramos before the cover and everything, so I've been following him on Instagram. And I love the way he was drawing Spider-Man. And next thing you know, he drops like these cool images of this new character no one's ever seen before the comic dropped. And I was like, holy shit, like that's the first time anyone's used like a little bit of a touch of yellow in Spider-Man. And that for me just knocked it out of the water for me. Like I was like, this character's like geniusly drawn and designed. So who cares about the lore or whatever? Like it's something about that character. It's like when I look at the Miles Morales on the VeVe app, the one with the hoodie, that is my apps. Like you could take your Batman Todd and shove it down a drain. I don't care about that thing. The Miles Morales is my. You look at that thing, you look at that silhouette, and there's just something about it. It's that like aura feeling that people say like, oh, there's an aura around somebody. You get that sort of feeling like when you look at that silhouette with that hoodie. It's just something about it gives me like chills looking at it. Like it's a beautiful piece and it's beautifully made. They knocked that character out of the park for me in the app as far as the way the collectible looks.
Yeah, still probably the best drop all around.
Yeah.
With the 3 characters and stuff like that. For me, for sure, that secret rare is a masterpiece.
Yeah. No, yeah. Well, you know, the secret rare is nice because the money makes it look nice, in my opinion. But that the one with the hoodie and the shoes, man, that one really stands out. It really stands out.
Right.
What was I? Shit. Just move on.
That's all good, man.
Yeah, I was gonna
actually,
say
in real life, I will bring up, because I haven't brought up before. I collect one thing. I actually have an actual collection of something that I don't touch, and I will never touch it. And if I ever build a nice shelf or whatever, I will showcase them. But I collect playing cards. From magicians and stuff that I follow. They bring out certain playing cards, or Bicycle brings out certain variant decks all the time. I don't per se collect Bicycle, but I do collect various magicians when they bring out their own decks. I'll buy one that I keep sealed, and then I buy one that I use and utilize and practice with all day.
So how many of those do you have? Like, do you have a big collection,
it is a small collection, because I'm not monetarily viable, but I'd say maybe about 50 decks right now that I don't touch.
That's small. That's like a lot.
There's a lot of decks. But I collect only, I collect from Shin Lim. I collect from a guy named Chris Ramsey. I collect from a guy named Alex Pangerea, but he now recently retired from the playing card gig. So, any playing cards that are out there, that's all that are out there. And once they get used, they get used. That's the thing with playing cards. If you're using them all day like I am, I'm practicing. I'm not the best magician in the world or sleight of hand. That's why I call myself a sleight of hand enthusiast. I just enjoy the craft, the art form of it all. It's like when I watch somebody, I'm a really big fan of the piano and the violin sounds, and a really big drummer fan. So anytime I hear a good drummer, I'm focusing on the drummer, fuck the rest of the band. That's why, Danny Carey from Tool is my favorite drummer of all time. My favorite artist of all time, John Frusciante, on the guitar. I really love his solo stuff, but he brings in violin and stuff, and I just, that's the way I look at magic. Some people look at it as like entertainment, and it looks cool, and they try to figure out the things, right? Now, meanwhile, I do know a lot about how the things are done nowadays, and there is a lot of stuff that I don't know. And there's a lot of stuff that pro magicians also do not know. Just some people keep stuff secret until they bring it out, as an effect that you can buy. They hold it to themselves so that they can make their money until they're done with that trick or effect. But I collect that too. I collect magic effects, whether or not I practice them or not. I love watching it, the mechanics of it all. When you're watching somebody work out, or you watch LeBron James playing basketball, you're watching this guy who's practiced and worked his entire life and focused on one thing his entire life, and you're seeing what it looks like to do that at its highest level. And now, there's debate on whether or not he's a GOAT or not, but he is one of the best players. That's what, and he's most known, so it's easy to bring him up. But so I look at that with magic. Like when I see somebody do something as simple as what they call a double lift here in magic. I'm going to give out a little secret here. Sorry, magicians. But everyone knows that it's 101 of magic, the double lift. And I'm not going to explain what it is or whatever, but you can kind of maybe get an idea. But when you watch somebody who's practiced that one stupid single move that you need in your tool belt for 20, 30 years, because no one's ever perfected a magic trick once. No one, any magician who you look at and you see like, oh, that's the best way I've ever seen that done, they will disagree. They will let you know they messed up and whatever. They are never perfect, and they're always practicing. It's an endless art form that never ends, and you never get good at it. And so when I see somebody pulling off some cool stuff, it's really, that's the thing that gets my dick hard.
Well, we know now what gets you excited.
I love seeing people thrive. Like, someone might call somebody a loser because they just practice magic their entire life, but I see it otherwise. If you take money out of everything, What would you do every day if you didn't need money? What would you
Mm-hmm.
do? Would you still continue to do this podcast for fun? Or are you know, is there a 10% chance where you're doing this podcast going, we could make some money in the future with this? Or are you doing it because you love it, period? Because the money always comes. And that's the average successful person will tell you that. I'm not successful, but I'm successful in my mental disorder, you know? Like I'm completely level-headed, neutral ground, gray thinking type of person, and that's where I will always come from. I will never take a stand or a side. I'm always team human only. No team red, no team blue, no team anything else. No, I'm only for Cleveland sports teams because I live in Cleveland. That's just retarded mentality for me. I just can't stand that because we live in this global modern day age now where we're all connected worldwide. So let's start thinking worldwide and team human, you know? Let's stop killing each other and let's start giving each other hugs and start, you know, so let's start working out more and exercising and drink some goddamn water every day, you know?
100%.
Sorry for the rant.
No, that was beautifully said. I love that. Think worldwide. Yeah, I mean, it's even
Now,
sometimes
don't go
myself.
online. Don't go on social media and think worldwide, because if all you're going to see is the fucking
Yeah.
world's burning down as we speak, and World
Yes.
War III is about to happen. But you know, the suspension of disbelief and ignorance is bliss, man. Just push that shit aside. Every time I go outside and I walk my dog, I see people, I talk with them. It's really nice. It's all smiles. How you doing? But then I go on the internet and everyone's like, ah! And it's like, where's the good stuff, you know? So I thrive off looking for positive stuff, you know? I thrive off looking for innovation. I thrive off looking for new ancient discoveries of ancient civilizations, you know, our human history. I thrive off that stuff. The idea that the world's gonna end. The world's always ending, and the world is always beginning. Let's all just end that. It's just over, you know. It's always weather outside. It doesn't matter if it's hot or cold. It's fucking weather, you know. Just get over it. Let's do some cool stuff. Let's create. And people say I can't even create anything other than I can't even create a stick figure. That's bullshit. I also call bullshit on that. There's no such thing as, like, we're all creating something here. You guys create smiles on me every day. I laugh out loud when BE makes some cool jokes. It's really hard to get me to laugh out loud when I'm by myself. I'm one of those people, right?
Yeah.
When people are around, it's like, oh, it's like I got a comedy show, I'm in. But when I'm by myself, I'm always really listening. That's why ronnielighto, the character, has really long, floppy ears, because he listens. I love listening. I can sit for 6 hours straight. Based on the way I'm talking right now, it doesn't seem like it, but I can sit for like 6 hours straight without saying a word in amongst people. I could just do that, and it's all observational skills. I just love observing, and it's. I don't like saying that I'm a people watcher guy, but I have a high observational skills. I observe things, people's behaviors, their tone of voices, all that kind of stuff. And the more and more I learn about that stuff, and the more and more I, with magic and stuff, you know, you're performing magic for people. You're learning how people react to things, and with magic, it's an ultimate multitasking endeavor, right? So I'm trying to make you smile and laugh. At the same time, I'm also lying to you for fun. But at the same time, I have to talk and believe what I'm saying, even though it's a lie. But I have to make you believe that it's real so that the effect works, so that I can put a smile on your face. So it's really hard to bullshit yourself especially for me. I'm a truth teller, right? Like I'm a no filter guy. A lot of times I am a lot of times going on these podcasts and these live streams, you know, I'm putting on a nice heavy filter, you know, try to watch the swear words. Don't say pedophile jokes. Don't talk about politics, you know, that kind of stuff. Don't, hold the religion down. I know a lot about religions and religious history, and, I don't hold all that stuff down, hold it down, just keep it simple. I got a filter, but I'm a non-filter guy, and I believe even around children, dude, I will talk to children like adults. I believe that's the way you make them grow quicker.
That's true.
I agree.
Yeah, at some extent, of course, but
So
these helicopter parenting genre, era was not good for kids, I don't think.
The probably agree with that. You know, we're built tough. You know?
Yes.
But I'm also 42, and I grew up with really poor parents who I watched struggle every day to raise 4 kids the nicest way possible, the nicest people possible. You know, we're not pieces of shit. We're really good to be around. We have smiles on our faces, and we barely have nothing. So my parents did very well before they passed.
That's a beautiful thing, man, and it's a testament to your parents.
Yeah, for sure, dude. Everything I do now is for them. When I lost my mom recently, I literally had like no idea. Like, there's people that walk. I have a friend who walks around, and he lost his mom a long time ago, right? And I lost my dad a long time ago, around the same time he did. But something about losing your mom, dude, there's that umbilical cord fucking thing, dude, that connection, whatever that is there. When she was gone, that connection was severed. And I never felt anything like that. I still haven't. Like, it was rough. So I bring it up a lot as I'm trying to fight tears right now. But, like, you know, like, don't talk shit to your parents. Like, seriously, like, they tried their fucking hardest. And if you're sitting here right now enjoying this show, it's because of them. So, you know, just give them a fucking pat on the back every once in a while. Seriously.
Yeah, it's always different when you grow up and you kind of can look back and see things differently now, right?
Yeah, that's a problem in life. Like, it's all about time. Like, you don't get to learn life without time, and you don't get to learn life until you're old. And some people don't even get to get old, so it's kind of a disservice to life. You know, it's kind of sad. And you know, you see people out here, unfortunately, trying to kill us with their, you know, billions of dollars in the bank, and it's just very sad when you see that happen.
But that's also the beauty of people, right? So like when my pop passed, it was hard for me. The same, you know, I definitely can't, you know, relate with the moms, because I lose my mom, I know I'm gonna be a mess too. But at the same time, they live through you now. So like, I may never know your mom, Ronnie, but I know her through you. Yeah. Because of your niceness and your generosity and your grace. You know what I'm saying?
You put a wig on me, we'd be having a conversation with the same person. You'd be sitting down smoking a joint with the same person, dude.
Yeah. And that's the beauty of it, right? And that's how we all live on. We live on through the people that remember us, and like, just pick little things, right? So I lost one of my best friends 2 years ago, and he always called people Bubby and Bubba. And till this day, that's one of the things I always pick up. I still use it, you know what I mean, till this day. And you know, that's how the people live on. So, you know, we are all tributes to the people that we love, you know. Yep. So that's a beautiful thing.
And I don't believe in death anyways, technically. So, you know, whatever comes after this, you know, we'll break bread again with all our loved ones. But like, I'm not a religious person, but I definitely believe in an afterlife, some type of it. You know, we don't have the universe figured out, so, you know, we don't have all the dimensions figured out, where our measly selves are living in this 3D/4D dimension, and we have no idea what it's like to be in the 5th dimension, 6th dimension, 7th dimension, 7th dimension, 8th dimension, 9th dimension, 10th dimension, and so on. So unless you take some mushrooms, and then you can like get a few glimpses and peaks. You know what I mean?
All right, so hey, Ronnie, so you were talking about Ramos when you talking about Spider Boy and stuff like that. Has there been, and you know, as an artist, you're looking at different artists, and you know, getting inspirations or kind of seeing like different things, right? So like when you said Ramos, you were talking about how they're using yellow in Spider-Man. Has there been an artist that you've been exposed to now that you've been in the community that you're like, wow, I never saw this kind of art, but I really like this, and this is something that I'm glad that this community has shown me?
Okay, let me think about that really quick. Because as somebody who is a practitioner of all things, I do come across all things a lot. So there's a lot of stuff. I'm rarely surprised anymore by stuff. Unless I really see something new that comes out and I go, holy shit, no one's ever done that before, or else I would have came across that. The only thing that really, you know, that really sticks out for me right now, and I you know, without naming any specific names, but with the VeVe stuff, for me, the independent artists that come on there and have their collectibles put on there, Not so much, you know, I knew about Ron English before the app, but seeing all the stuff that you see in the physical world that he has, you know, being made into a 3D collectible, that really gets my jollies off myself, because as you know, and if VeVe's listening, I want ronnielighto collectibles on the app. Like, I wouldn't mind
Yes.
even if in collaboration, like if it was like ronnielighto by VeVe. Like, I'll even give you guys 50% credit if you help me get my collectibles out there, because I'm a one-man show and my 3D capabilities are very minimal, and I don't have animation capabilities. So if there was someone out there that's like, we want to get some ronnielighto collectibles out there, I have the vision, I have the character ready to go. I just can't create him in 3D the best way possible, you know, in the most efficient way. And I just don't have the time. And I know that's copping out, because, you know, there's some artists in this community that are like Kid Arcado. They'll just be like, dude, like, look at all the shit I do. And like, you should be able to get something done. And I'm like, I know, I get it, but some of us live in like just different time frames, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
But the one that really sticks out, that every time I see it, I go, wow, like, that's beautiful. It's that self-made collectible with that wood
Oh,
character
the
that's bent
wood.
over working on itself.
Mhm.
There's a few artists, I don't know any names, but I've seen the works, where they've done like they've done like a robot presentation where like a robot is fixing itself, but it can never be fixed. It's like a metaphor for a human being, right? We're always fixing ourselves. And that's when I see that self-made collectible, that it hits hard. That's an art piece to me. That's not a collectible. That's a piece of art. Like, if that piece, if it's not already, should be like a 10-foot sculpture in the middle of a plaza somewhere of the city, because it's the character's making himself out of wood, and wood doesn't really last forever, you know. And as we all know, once you start knocking at, you know, a tree, the whatever it's called, the tree trunk, you know, the wood starts to degrade, and you know, it gets weathered and wet, and, you know, then the fungus comes and the mushrooms grow on it, and then the ladybugs come, and, you know, and then over time it disappears. It's kind of like a very long-lasting sandcastle. And so when I see that, you know, the character's chipping away, and eventually it's going to be done, and then what does it do after it's done creating itself? What is it going to do? Just stand there? So I don't know. I can talk about that collectible, as you can see, like that. It's a piece of art. Like, art should bring up hours of conversation. Art shouldn't be, oh wow, that looks cool, and then you move on to the next one. That's not a piece of art. There's artists that thrive off copywriting major IPs, and that I'm okay with that. I'm 100% okay with that, but that's not the route I will ever take. You won't ever try watching me try to make money drawing Mickey Mouse just because I'm allowed to. Like, why don't you come up with your own thing? You know what I mean? Anyone can paint by number. As a portrait artist myself, I apply. I had a friend who was a tattoo artist for a very long time. He's now living in Florida now, so I don't get to see him very often. But I hung out with this guy for decades, and so I learned the tattoo world and the business from behind the scenes. Now, I'm not a fan of getting into it myself and doing tattoos, but I respect, you know, I mean, you're putting something permanent and perfect. You better be putting it on perfect, because someone's paying for that. You know,
no
so
regrets.
you scratch them. You put too much ink in one spot and it blows out. You better watch that stuff. You know, you got to take it serious. And you know, someone like Kid Arcade, you know, obviously in the community, I see his work. It's top-notch stuff, especially his portrait stuff. But, you know, I see a lot of people attempt portraits, and they suck at them. But,
Like, the eye is like somewhere else.
They don't capture the likeness. So, like, when I'm doing portraits, I cheat. You know, it's called, there's artwork we don't really have on the VeVe app, and it's Drew Struzen's artwork. I think we might have some pieces, but I'm unsure. I'm unsure off the top of my head. But I love Drew Struzen. We all know his work. Even if you don't know his name, you know his work. You've seen the Goonies artwork. You've seen all the Star Wars artworks. You've seen, he's done hundreds and hundreds of Disney and movie poster stuff back in the day. He was the guy to go to. That guy cheats, by the way. He will even say it himself. I trace. There's nothing wrong with tracing when you got to get shit done, especially when you're trying to get a portrait made and make it look exactly like the person. Why would you go? He's like, I can go in there just like me. I can go in there and I can block it all out and find the shapes and take hours and hours and hours and do that. Or like a tattoo artist, I can find what is called the landmarks of the face that I'm going to paint. And I can, find the major geometry and trace that on there and then do a paint by number. My eyesight's really good when it comes to colors. I see colors in between colors, right? I can really see that stuff. And thank you to the mushrooms for that. But that unlocked that part of my brain to be able to see high detail up close, and that's where, painting whiskers comes in and stuff, and painting eyelashes comes in, or eyeballs, and, the irises and stuff, trying to bring that lifelike stuff to a portrait. So I do take stuff from the tattoo world, and, I cheat and I trace my portraits, but not enough to where you'd be like, he didn't put the work in to make it look like this. I'm not tracing everything. I'm tracing basically the silhouette and where the eyes and the nose go on a person or on a dog, and then the rest is on me.
Yeah, man. So I have a two-part question for you, Willie, based on that. So what has been your favorite thing that you painted, and what was your favorite way to paint it? Like this one, I really like the way this came out, but this one, I had the most fun actually painting this, and it was special to me.
So I hate with a passion painting portraits. I wouldn't. I have two dogs that have passed away over the years. I've never painted their portrait. I don't get excited to paint a portrait unless someone pays me for it. So I can do it, and I have done them, and I do a very good job, and I don't charge very high prices for them because of that. I could charge $1,000 for a portrait, and they're worth it. But I'll go cheap, and I'll make sure I'll cut it down to 20 or 30 hours for the portrait for let's say $250, right? And that's to ship it as well sometimes. And that's just to get money in my pocket. That's because those are no-brainer projects. I don't have to really think about them because, like I said, I can paint Mickey Mouse. I won't have to think about painting him. Someone did the work already. They figured out the design of him, where the ears go, the nose goes, the colors, and they figured it out. All I got to do is copy. Now try to draw ronnielighto, who's never existed. I bet anyone in the community would have a hard time doing it because they've barely ever seen him. Only I have, and I have a hard time painting him. So trying to come up with something of your own is very exciting to do. But it is tedious. It's been taking me 12 years to even try to, hone in on the guy. But I also don't focus on it. If I focused on it 24/7, I'd probably get it done quicker. But having said that, the favorite things that I literally have ever painted in the past 10 years or whatever now have been my murals. When I unlocked my first mural that I ever painted, it was 60 foot wide by 40 feet tall, 35 feet tall, right? I've never painted a canvas that big ever. I've never painted a brick wall. I never painted outside. I never used spray paint. I never used the lift. I never used the ladder to paint. I never biked 20 miles a day to go there and back to paint 10 hours that day, 6 days a week for an entire month straight. Never did.
And it rained. And it rained quite a bit too, right?
That's when I call the days off. But I've never done that, and there was nothing. I've never been so excited to be put in the Shark Tank ever than painting a mural. Yeah. There's something about never doing something but something inside you knows you can do it. Whatever that is, we're not taught that in school, right? We're not taught in school to think, oh, what actually do you really like doing? I like doodling. No, son, there's no money in that. There's money in maybe becoming an architect with your art career. Do that, because it's really easy to become an architect, you fucking assholes, It's not easy to become an architect, people. I tried the route. It is not easy. It's way too much school and math. And not to mention, the architect gets most of the credit. When you see a skyscraper go up, this grinds my gear. When you see a skyscraper go up, the engineers, the physicists, the scientists, the workers, The welders, 0 credit. The architect, all credit. All he did was draw a fucking picture. That pisses me off. All you did was draw a picture of how the building should look, and then everyone else behind you figured it out, and they get 0 credit. That pisses me off. So as an artist, I want the credit. That's why I've been asked many times, like, would you like to collab with another artist? No, I would not like to collab with another artist until I have my art career established. The last thing I'm going to do is let somebody stand by and take credit for most of the work that I've done. I am not doing that.
And then once your art becomes unmistakable, that's where, like you said, you can do collabs because that part is definitely Ronnie.
My favorite mural that I've ever painted was it's called the On the Rocks Climbing Gym rock mural. It's a this is one thing I take with my art stuff. You go to an art gallery, what's the one thing they tell you? Don't touch.
Yeah.
Fuck that. Touch the art. Touch the art. When people come to my show, I tell them touch it, touch the texture, feel the amount of paint I poured on that. Now I have a gripe with thanks to the mushrooms. Once again, shout out mushrooms, psilocybin. I focus on so when I look at a canvas, I see nothing but the canvas texture, that cross hatching. Yeah. I can't stop seeing that. When I go to an art museum and I look at artwork up close, I go, why didn't they get rid of this canvas texture? Like all I can see is the crosshatch and I can't look at the art. It just bothers me. So ever since that, most of my artwork, you will not, if I do it on a canvas, you will not see that crosshatch. I will pour a gallon of paint on top of that canvas and that will be my canvas. And then I will use that. I will use those textures to my benefit. It will make the artwork come alive. It'll pop out. That's the one thing you do. You scan in a piece of artwork and people see the colors and they see it flat 2D. You're not getting the full effect of artwork. You really need to feel artwork. You need to be in its presence. You need to see someone's tattoo up close. Seeing it online looks cool, but you can finagle with the blacks and the darks and the contrast. You can mess with that. You need to see it in person and you need to really feel it. And that piece of art that you see up there right now, that was my most recent mural that I painted. That one was indicted and became a city landmark for the city of Euclid here in Ohio. So that was a big achievement for me. That was something I never expected, never thought of, never thrived for, never worked for. And someone was like, hey, we're submitting this to be a city landmark. And I was like, wow, this piece of shit? Like, thank you.
And now you're going to be a Pokestop. That's dope. Someone
at the local velodrome. I ride the velodrome every once in a while here. We have the shortest velodrome here, the mathematically shortest velodrome racetrack here in Cleveland, Ohio. So I get to ride that. Where like you have to keep a 17-mile-an-hour pace in order to even stay on the track. So think about how fast you got to go, folks. I can do over 20 miles an hour for an hour straight on a bike. So try me.
Believe that.
But yeah, that mural was a beautiful mural to do. And looking at it now, that angel looks exactly like my mom for some reason right now. So somehow I guess painted my mom in there.
That's awesome.
But my favorite mural that I was talking about, the On the Rocks one, it's a fully interactive mural. It's a rappel wall at a rock climbing gym. It's 45 feet tall by 50 feet wide. And I've painted the entire thing, and for over 8 years now, not a single piece of paint have chipped off of it.
Wow.
So that's a tested time to let people know that I use quality paint when I paint your murals, and they will last. Yeah. Even without an overcoat on top of them, a clear coat on top of them. But that's my favorite thing, like the idea that someone can climb on top of Mario and Bowser. Now I haven't publicly broadcast that mural because it's a hard mural to show because there's like 50 photos you got to look at because it's a huge piece that took me I think 20 some working days to paint. So in a straight month, I worked on this thing 10 hours a day, hour ride there, hour ride back. I'd wake up the next day, sleeping 4 or 5 hours a night, you know, and painting that thing. If you scroll down, you can find it. I don't have too much. I see you're scrolling. We might, if as you're doing it, as I'm talking, I can tell you when to stop to find it. There's a couple of videos that can actually showcase it the best. But the idea that people get to just climb on your artwork and your artwork and touch it, because there's this huge, like I said, there's this huge thing, like, don't touch the artwork because we want it to last. Like, paint nowadays lasts decades without a problem. Like, just let people touch it, you know, let people touch your artwork.
Dude, your art is so cool. It's so cool.
Am I still scrolling? Still going?
Yes.
Yeah, I'll
Okay.
see it. I'll see it. Shit.
All right.
Oh,
So-
speaking of, is that
Sorry.
a fish? Oh, that's not a fish. Never mind. Never mind. Continue. I was thinking about your fish. Oh, I thought that was somebody else.
Keep
I was
going.
thinking about.
It might be soon here. Go on, talk. Ask me a question. Ask me a question.
All right. So I know. Actually, you know what? Ravon.
There it is. That's the mural. That's the mural. So if you
Wow.
scroll down, I'll find you a video. There. Okay, click on that one. Yep, that video. It's not going to be the best video because it's like from my old phone and like 8 years ago, but you'll get the idea of how big this thing is. So you can see
Wow.
somebody climbing on it.
Whoa.
Holy crap.
Wow.
So this is them, you know, like they you know, they always take down the walls and the routes. They always reset the routes, so, you know, over the years.
Wow.
Incredible.
They wanted it to be like a castle, and then they wanted it to be video game themed with a bunch of video game characters. So I got Link up there, I got Mario, I got Luigi, I got Bowser, I got 1982 or 83 Princess Peach pixelated in the tower. I have Sonic climbing. I have a dragon that I custom put on the top of the tower. You know, there's a big moon in the background. Oh, as you can actually, this video isn't the finished product. But the best part about this mural is it's 2 murals in one. It also glows under black light, as you can see.
Shut up.
Actually, look at the video. Look at the video. Okay, that's a video. That's good enough. That's good enough.
Wow.
So this is me on the lift, you know, 40 feet up, taking video of the dragon. So the moon glows, the Bowser's fire glows, the Mario World blocks glow, you know, the question mark blocks, the Chomp Chomp at the bottom or whatever glows, the bushes glow, the bear glows, the bear's sleeping because he had too much honey. If you catch my drift.
So cool.
But yeah, so they have like black light, or they what do they call it? Like night climbing nights, where they, you know, you climb at night. You know, you're rappelling with a night light on, and they shut down all the lights and put the black lights on.
That's
So cool.
crazy.
Back up out of this video. There's going to be some kind of something where you can get the better full idea. Yeah, see, like look at the Mario before and after, top and bottom there.
This one here?
Yeah. So that's it, you know, under black light. You know, now I can't. If you've ever took pictures with black light effect, you're not going to capture it. See, that part's not finished, unfortunately, in this photo, that Luigi part, because the entire village in the background lights up with lights in the towers and shit.
Hmm.
That's so cool.
But yeah, that's my absolute favorite one. That gig got me another gig in Florida that unfortunately got canceled after they got the hurricanes.
Oh, shucks.
That was going to be my next hugest gig. I was going to paint like this huge Cinderella themed tower, or not Cinderella,
wow.
but Goldilocks in the tower or whatever. But you know, that project could still possibly happen, but you know, whatever. You know, that's literally the art world. You know, you get a job and then you don't get a job.
So, Ravon, you've been quiet. Do you have a question for our guest today?
Well, so I've been quiet because I've actually interviewed our guest 3 times, so I'm just kind of wanting to kind of like sit back on and just kind of listen to the perspective. But I do have one question for you, Ronnie.
Yeah.
You know, you say that you're not really too much of a collector, but I feel like we collect a lot of things. And the one thing that I always love that we do collect and we don't really know about it a lot, or we're not self-aware of this, is memories. We collect memories every single day. So from your start of when you first came into this community, what's one of the best memories that you've collected in this space that you can kind of tell the audience?
Oh man, that's put me on the spot. I've never thought of that. Hold on. Say it again.
So essentially you started in this space probably around the same time as us, and we collect a lot of memories in this space. There's tons of memories that I could say in terms of like one of my favorite memories I've collected, maybe a memory from Vegas with Big Bro and D. But for you, what is like something special and meaningful for you that you remember, a memory that you've collected from being in this experience with us? Did I stump ronnielighto?
That's a first.
I don't have a standalone. I've never thought about it like a specific moment. I mean, there's a lot of years to look back on right now too.
What about a milestone then in here? Then give us a milestone that you can remember off the top of your head.
Okay, I guess an easy one would be the first time I've ever gone on a podcast and ever gone online was during Kid Arcade's live stream thing.
Yeah.
Right. So I was following OG Vault, Tabs Trades, Johnny Dunn. Then Kid Arcade came, and then I was following. I would watch Randy Chavez videos, and then man, there's a lot of other names on there, and then all the other ones. Osmond Cluxton has popped up. Dr. Strange's channel. Digital Vibes now, or Digital Gone Collectible. Comics and Crypto, and then you got California Comics now, and then you have all these people now. Like the memory for me is a collective one. It's the memory is watching. It's like watching your baby grow, right? It's watching everyone. Certain people fall under the bridge and start talking shit about the community or the company and going, well, what's the hate here? We're all still having fun. Like, I don't know what the problem is. What's your problem? Why are you hating on us for just, showing up and having a good conversation and laughing and talking and sharing memories? What is wrong with that? I don't understand that. Just because you don't enjoy it, why aren't we allowed to enjoy it anymore? We're not coming on your channel. I still go on OG Boss channel and I enjoy the guy. I love the guy. Yeah. I don't care for what he has to say about the bad negative stuff. You can cut that shit down. But I also love hearing about it. I watch Bill Maher. I watch Joe Rogan. I've seen every Joe Rogan podcast that he's ever come out with since the beginning. I've watched Theo Von's podcast. I watch Bad Friends podcast. I watch TRU Media Group. I don't know what's wrong with getting everyone's opinion and enjoying that. So get off of our backs, some of us. So, I guess that I'm going in the negative route here. Let's not go too negative.
I don't think that's negative. I don't think that's negative at all, Ronnie. I think
my favorite memory would be getting on Kid Arcade's stream. There's a couple reasons. I've never gone on a live podcast. That broke my cherry. Now I'm on many of them, and I'm starting to become naturalized to it. I'm still sweating. I don't get sweaty palms. I don't ever get sweaty palms. It's a bad thing to have trying to handle playing cards, which is if I try to do a trick here later, I might not be able to with the cards because it's raining outside, it's humid, and I have sweaty palms. I'm not gonna be able to do anything with a deck of cards. We'll pull something off here though. Don't worry. But and then going on his stream and performing magic, whether it was good or not, I follow what is called the Magic Guys podcast. I've been watching every single podcast, Josh Norbito, Jason Marr, and Doug Kahn, and now Nick Kay. These are very well-known, popular magicians in Melbourne, New Zealand, in Australia, and in Las Vegas now. I've become acquaintances with these people, and some would say a little bit friends with them. I was just in a Discord doing a little magic little powwow with them, going over a trick and stuff to see how I should do it, that kind of stuff. Now, I wasn't doing that for 10 years after I got really back into doing sleight of hand. I wasn't doing that, but I had this, that thing inside, that gut feeling like I really want to do this. I'm interested in this. How do I do this? I don't want to start my own podcast or whatever and then start doing, you know, mediocre magic. I didn't want to do that. So I was like, well, oh, you know, all of a sudden, okay, specific memory. Here's a good memory. On the Kid Arcade thing, the drop that happened was the Patrick Hughes drop. And one of the drops was the playing card tower. The playing card house. That was one of the effects of the artworks. Well, that was a great in for me to be like, hey, I do magic. You know, here, look at playing cards. Guess what? I got playing cards too. And then Kid Arcade's reactions was like, whoa! And then, you know, like, oh, what's magic? It's like you guys never seen magic before. And I was like, okay, hold on. Here's my niche in this community. There's a couple magicians actually that follow VeVe. I'm losing one guy's name right now. It's been a while since I've been talking to him through the VeVe app because he doesn't really come on anymore. Shit, what's his name? Whatever, Dunbar's number, I forgot. But I was like, here's my in. Here's the Shark Tank. Put me in the Shark Tank. Let's see how I do live because I barely perform for people ever. It's time to start showing people the things that I've learned. And that memory is stuck with me. It's been my driving force to be like, well, I want to come back on again and do another little thing. I want to learn a new trick now, so I have something new to show somebody. Like it gives me a reason to do something other than just practicing. You know what I mean? So yeah. that broke my shell. That got me out of my shell for sure, definitely. And you know, if VeVe, if there ever is a ronnielighto character, I know you made Gambit do a little bit of cardistry, so he's going to be FA cardistry or playing card, unfortunately. But I would love to do some kind of small little animated effect with ronnielighto's hands with a playing card as the first magic trick on VeVe.
That would be sick, bro.
That would be so cool.
And I have a couple ideas of like really small, stupid stuff. And we can, the idea would be to actually do the real move so that if someone were to, you know, let's say get the magician's point of view, you know, you go in AR and you look around from behind and go, oh, that's how the move works. Cool. Okay. You know, that's my idea. And I've talked to the magician friends of mine. And they said that's actually a pretty neat idea to have the first magic trick NFT to ever come out. And they don't even give a fuck about NFTs. So
yeah, that'll be
just the idea of doing something animated as a collectible and on the blockchain or whatever. They were like, they've never heard that before, and they were intrigued. And I was like, well, there's my thing right there. If I ever get the chance, I want to be the first. So don't steal it, VeVe. Like, don't do it. Don't steal my idea.
Ronnie, bro, I want to talk to you forever, man. I got time. I know. I
can't go anywhere.
So, but we gotta.
Yeah, I know.
I know, man. But look, I want to say this, right? So usually we have our gurus come on here and give us homework and stuff like that. But this is summer vacation, and our bookworm is on vacation, so there's no homework. I want to see. Can we get a magic trick today? You think we can get one?
I could try something small. Like I said, I can't do cards today because my hands are very sticky.
Don't worry, we're gonna put you full screen. Is that all right?
My son even wants to see it.
Yeah, he's like,
I
know Bashan was asking for one.
I did not practice this one, so I hope it looks okay. It's a very small one. I know it's your guys' 250th podcast, and we wanted to celebrate that a little bit. I'm gonna try my best here.
I like your shirt. It's sick.
Yeah. You're good, Ronnie.
As you can see, we got some paint here. I just want to do something really quick.
Okay.
We'll get a little bit of red. I don't want to waste too much paint because I'm a very poor magician and artist, so I need to save my paint.
That paint was just laying there, right?
But if you watch a Drew Struzan documentary, he explains how he would stretch paint as thin as possible because how poor he was. Meanwhile, he was painting portraits and posters for Disney and Star Wars and everybody. So we got a little bit of paint here.
Okay.
A little bit of this. Mix it up. I know it's going to end up being like a brown color or whatever, but that's okay. Really quick here. As you see, paint. You know what? I was going to paint something, but hold on. You know what? Fuck it. Hold on. Watch this.
What?
Wait.
No way.
Wait.
Let's go.
What the fuck?
Did it work?
This was
Dude.
not
Oh,
planned.
it is on.
Does it say 250 or 052 backwards?
It said
This is
250.
250.
What the hell?
That's what
Let's
you were
go.
asking. Oh, wait a minute.
What?
Let's go.
Whoa.
That's rad.
There you go. Happy 250, guys.
Oh man, thank you. Let's go.
And you know what's funny? When I zoomed in, I was like, "Oh, that shirt's cool." That's so
I have so many shirts with paint on them, I could ruin them all day.
wow.
All my clothes have paint. You will not, if you ever see me in person, the clothes I'll probably travel with have paint on them, unfortunately.
Dude, that was incredible.
Wow.
That's a 1 of 1, isn't it? Shucks.
Yeah, but it's a really shitty 1 of 1. I know Get to the Comics told me he'd like to get a 1 of 1, like hand painted one. I'm gonna have to make him one for sure.
Oh no, that's really
Wow.
cool. That's a
Ronnie.
keeper.
I'm gonna have to rewatch that. I hope it looked okay, but thank
No,
you.
that was clean.
That's
No, it
awesome.
popped.
Yes.
Like, I
That
don't
was good,
understand
man.
because the paint thing is small, but it like exploded. Like,
Mhm.
yeah, that was.
Like I
fire.
said, I didn't even. Well, that's why little known fact people don't know behind the scenes. I was a little late coming into the stream for the podcast because I was making this fucking shirt. I had to make it. I had to make the gimmick. I had to cut up another shirt, make the gimmick. I had a problem because of the heat out here with the double-sided tape, so I couldn't use double-sided tape. I was panicking how I'm gonna get the thing to work, and whatever.
Clean, brother. Clean. Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, please, if you have not, go to this man's socials, ronnielighto, like, follow. He's always coming up with stuff. You can always see him as a positive person in the chats, supporting everywhere. So let's support our guy right back. And let's get this man in the app, huh? Let's get the Ronnie Lighto in the app, baby.
Let's do it. I know
Now,
VeVe and
just so
MC
you
are
all
in
know, I
here.
have another character idea for you guys.
All right.
So, because I don't want to see another character in this app because I want to put it out in the ether because I want people to be like, oh, I heard Ronnie Lighto wants to do this. Let's not add this to a character. Like I want Ronnie Lighto to go with my yo yo yo. Now in real life, I don't walk around saying yo yo yo. It's like literally an online social persona. I come in, I type it yo yo yo. I would hear my collectibles say yo yo yo. So I've heard more people actually verbalize the words yo 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 than me.
Yeah,
I've heard everyone else do it, right? So
you got us trained, bro.
So when I say like you are art, and and when people say I can't even create a stick figure, it's easy to create anything. I created a persona and a slogan that everyone kind of, when I pop in, they I can hear them saying in their head that yo yo yo, yo. And that's just I created that. That's a creation. But I want Ronnie Lighto to be. I want him to throw down a yo-yo 3 times as an animation. Yo yo yo. Because back in the day, me and my brothers, we were big in the Dunkin' yo-yos and doing the walking the dog and all the tricks, back in the day. Getting the yo-yos that would have the hyper spin at the bottom and hole, back in the day. Yeah, oh man. That's one thing. It would be cool to get yo-yos on the app. I don't know why. I always say every time I do like the VeVe the VeVe surveys that I get asked to do, I always mention I want to see a bicycle deck. Now, Bicycle already came out with an NFT back in the day, a few years ago, so it won't be the first Bicycle playing deck of cards on the app or on the blockchain. But I would love to see VeVe to just, ask Bicycle to carry their NFTs or something and have. I want a physical Bicycle deck without me creating it in the VeVeverse. Maybe it fanned out or something, or maybe it riffle shuffles or something. Just something small. But that's something I would love to see in the app. And I'm easy to please, man. I don't ask for much, but that would be once the company gets booming and they have money laying around and they're like, let's do community-based NFTs like how they're doing the Epico stuff, which is really cool. With I bring up Munko a lot, with David Cho, my favorite modern day living artist is David Cho. If you don't know his art, look him up. He's he's a hard character to listen to and, you know, get around. But once you understand him, and I have for over 20 years now following him, I understand the guy. I feel like we're like brothers, you know, out, you know, from another mother, like my Asian brother from another mother. But like in our Munko community, he started creating. He would ask a couple Munkos to come visit him. You know, he would call it a circle thing. You know, he would use the red circle because it's actually a Chinese tradition, the red circle symbol. So he would use also the red circle. So that's why I found comparisons from VeVe to go with the David Cho Munko community. It was like really cool to see, you know, the red circle being used and in the same type of project, you know, an NFT project. But what he did was he took some of us Munkos, and I unfortunately didn't make the cut. You know, I tried interviewing and stuff for it and getting it, but they met him in real life and he 3D scanned them, the actual person. And then he made NFTs out of them so that they can live forever on the blockchain, in the digital world. And now that I see VeVe doing it as well with some of the, you know, you got My Collectibles, VeVe Magic, Eagle, shout out to Eagle. Like Eagle's a freaking OG, man. Yeah. You know, most people don't really get to talk to him as much, but back in the early days, everybody got to talk to that guy, and we love that guy. He's a real behind the scenes making stuff happen guy, whether you like it or not or believe it or not. He is.
And a karaoke god. People don't understand.
From what I hear, there's a lot of those in this community. They love that karaoke.
Brother, like I saw him like kill a Tom Jones, man. Like
and he's also a fellow artist, so I got to you know, I got to see a couple of his things. He's really good as well. But yeah, when I saw VeVe immortalizing people, you know, with VeVe collectibles, I was like, let there be a bald-headed ronnielighto VeVe collectible.
Well, maybe it's only a matter of time, man. It's only a matter of time.
Like, now I know I'm gonna be like lower on the food chain. Like, there's a lot of more people that are gonna be like in there, you know, before me that I believe should get more recognition before me. But I would just love to see a lot of these top people that have really been making voices and, you know, making this world go around in this community, just made into a stupid 3D model, man. It just looks cool. Imagine 3D printing yourself, you know, like
you put yourself in AR and all sorts.
Yeah, I mean, it's just cool. It doesn't need to be money. It could be worth $1. I don't care. Just cool. It's just cool.
Ronnie, man, thank you so much for coming on, brother. I really appreciate it, man. You've been a
Thank you, Ronnie.
Thank you so much, man. It's been awesome, man.
You are art.
You are art. Yes, sir. Yes. Man, what a great, I freaking love that guy, man.
I know. That was great. Like, we could just have another like episode just with him just talking.
We're gonna have like a 3-hour stream. This be around.
No, that was really cool. I always like talking with Ronnie and just have him just whatever's in his mind, he just puts it out there.
And that's a beautiful thing. And we need people like that in the world, man. That's what keeps everybody, you know, sane and everybody on the level. But we do have some community shout outs that we need to get to right quick.
We do. And I do have also a small giveaway as well. We can do after the show. And people are already entering the hashtag.
Yes. Make sure you put the hashtag you are art, hashtag you are art. Man.
Okay, so let me share my screen real quick.
That trick was so good. That was so good.
I know, that was really cool.
He just had paint laying around.
Huh. So cool though. What every time he does a trick.
And that's the funny thing, because that's why he was like, is it reversed? Is it mirror reversed? So he get it right the whole. That's fire. Love that.
Awesome guy. So in our community shout outs, please go make sure that you're following Ronnie on his X account. He does have a link here for his Instagram, which looks like this, Conger Art. If you guys can go and also follow him, support him, and check out all his amazing artwork. Also DM him. He has some stuff, you know, for sale, or if you guys want to do like him to do like a custom piece, I'm sure he can work something out with you guys. But yeah, just go and support him.
Absolutely.
And appreciate you, Ronnie. Always a pleasure when we get to talk to you. And that was actually, I think, the first time I saw his face was on Arcade Stream. Shout out Arcade.
That's
Uh,
cool.
and then also, let's see. Also wanted to give Donkey Gooch a shout out. Happy birthday. Please
Yeah.
go and spam him. Why does this? This is a lie. Donkey Gooch, I unfollowed you. These are lies. Come on, Elon. You're making me look bad. What? Okay, I'm gonna go and
Do it
follow
again,
him
no problem.
again
Again?
because of. Anyways, I'm not gonna explain myself because X is Xing.
Yeah.
Anyway, happy birthday, Donkey Gooch. It was really cool to meet you last year in Vegas and get to talk to you for a little bit. So I hope you have the best day ever today. So if you guys can go and just spam him with some birthday love, that would be really greatly appreciated. Yes. And then last but not least, also want to give a shout out to McFarlane Toys and most especially to Comic Guy, Video Shane, and Veal for hosting a fun McFarlane trivia game night yesterday. They have it once a month. And if you guys want to catch some fun, it's like all good fun. Just like 80s trivia, music, movies. And yeah, you get to win really cool prizes, like really cool prizes, some signed stuff from Mr. Todd and other artists as well.
And then sometimes during the shows, they will have like discounts and different really cool like things running along. So definitely get in there. Sometimes they have POAP, so it's very interactive and very cool.
Well, they always have a POAP. So if you even show up, you're always going to get something if you stay throughout the whole show.
Yeah.
Yes, and collect those POAPs. Those are so fire looking. Like I have a small collection. But yeah, go check them out. They have them once every month. I believe they don't always put the post on this McFarlane account, but Comic Guy usually puts the post out when they're gonna have a trivia night. So yeah, go check them out. Have some fun. It's not just McFarlane. Well, it's like random stuff. It's not just McFarlane related stuff, but you guys will have a good time. Yeah, and that was the 3 I picked for today for the community shout outs.
Awesome.
And then
so we do have some events coming up. We have VeVe Trivia Game Night tomorrow night at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time with the VeVe Discord with our girl Raven and Miss Slammy. I'm gonna start calling her Miss 100. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Hey, she's living up to her name.
You know what I'm saying? We got Future Watch tonight at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time with these two wonderful hosts right here. Then we have Into the Verse Thursday at 6 p.m. with True Check Junkie. I'm so excited. I think we kind of put it in the atmosphere like the last 2 weeks. We kind of previewed True Check stuff, you know what I mean? And they just called to us. And now we get to see and get to hear what the inspiration was behind all those cool things. I can't wait for that. Of course, we got Get to the Comics with Oz on Friday at 1 p.m. Then we have Aloha Friday, 7 p.m. I'm very excited because they're going to have Christopher Stittle, and this is the movie man. This is my popcorn bucket buddy. You know what I mean? And have you seen that Superman popcorn bucket yet?
No, but I have a surprise for Christopher when he shows up on Friday.
There's one. It looks like a glass bucket, but it's a phone booth, and it's Superman laser beaming through the popcorn. It looks.
Oh, that's cool.
What? I need it.
Yeah, I need it. I need
it now.
So cool.
So I can't wait to you guys interview Christopher. What a cool guy in the space. Then we have VeVe on Sundays with Doctor Strange and Osman, and then sometimes Josh pops in there. So let's go. And yeah, guys, that was the show. Ravon, thank you so much for being here. You've just been the best.
I try.
I'm not gonna lie. I laughed for like 90 seconds straight when I first saw you.
I didn't tell them anything. 5 minutes before the show, I changed my name. But hey, real quick, can I mention something really quick before we run this giveaway?
Of course.
Yeah, so I really wanted to hone on what we're doing with True TV. Specifically, I've been teasing what True TV's been about. In reality, True TV is going to be our AI video division where we're going to be producing original content. I wasn't really sure if that was possible. It is 100% to 1,000% possible. We are going to be creating original content. And Big Bro, I actually uploaded a promo for this. If you see it, it did it right during the show. It's called True AI TV Promo. How about you play that?
Hold on.
It's right below the giveaway.
Oh yeah, I got it.
Yeah.
And here, it's a sneak peek on a sneak peek. Let's go.
Paulie the Panda here, subscribe to TRU Media Group, brah. Riding these waves like a damn boss before I wipe out with the fishes.
That's right. All that stuff is going to become a reality. In fact, Christopher, if you're in the chat, we are going to be debuting one of those shows on Friday. And it's a director's cut of Lost Tides. And guys, shout out to Rustan because he gave me this idea. We are going to have a nice naval battle type of movie scene on Friday. And since we have the movie guy coming on, I felt it was just very, very fitting that we debut the second part of Lost Tides on Friday. And Big Bro's seen it already. And it's a very, very big movie. So I'm stoked for what we're going to be doing with True TV. And that's all I wanted to say.
Fire, brother. Fire. Let's go. It's smelling good in this kitchen, huh?
You've seen it. You've seen it, right?
Yeah, it's smelling great.
It smells good up in this kitchen, man. We are cooking.
So many dishes we're prepping and cooking up, man.
Let's go. So we do have a nice little giveaway. Shout out to ronnielighto for being the inspiration for this giveaway. Indeed, hitting it on there. We got the Kid Arcade giveaway right there. Spider Boy. That's what we're giving away. Just make sure you put your hashtag #URArt, hashtag #URArt right now. 21 people in here. 21 people. I think that's good enough for me. I said we run that, baby. Let's go. Spin that wheel. Oh, the Panda Bra.
Go subscribe, bruh. Hey, Jared 2323 from the Whatnot shows. Thank you for being here too, man.
Shout out to you, Jared. Just get in contact with D there. We will make sure we get that NFT sent to you. Congratulations, Jared.
Is he here still?
Oh, maybe. Let's
Are
see.
you still here? Please let us know you are here.
Give us a little
Or
shout
are
out,
you
Jared.
are you on Whatnot? Pause from Whatnot buying your stuff. Let us know you're here.
Let's go.
Anyways. But yeah, this is such a great episode, and thank you, Ravon, for coming on and spending time with us as well, and being an awesome guest. Well, you are a host, but a guest
Yeah.
co-host for this show specifically. Um,
The
Yeah.
door is open whenever you ever want to come back, buddy. All right. It's such a great job.
Guys,
Such a
I
great
can
job.
come back.
You can
Let's
come back.
go.
You've been
But, you know,
hired.
I'm hired. Woo! You know, guys, you know what it is, right? You've been listening to virtual radio.
Where we dream big, collect big.
dream, dream bigger, and
We'll see you next time.
Virtual radio, where the fandom grows with D1 and only Raven, the biggest bro. We dive into comics from pages to screens, comics and cultures like you have never seen. Get ready, kick back and enjoy the show. This is virtual radio.